jump-started you guys?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's just got an incredible killer instinct. You know, he had that look in his eyes tonight. Saw the ball go in a few times early, and guys were looking for him, and he was looking for it. You know, we keep asking him to be aggressive at the three-point line, and you know, he's coming off the screens looking for it. But I think tonight's a good picture of how you can still shoot a high volume of threes, 11 threes, and still get that free throw line a bunch as well, you know, with 10 free throw attempts. And set a great tone for us offensively. You know, I thought Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant set a great tone for us defensively. KD on the Brandon Ingram matchup. And, you know, we asked Bradley Beal to, you know, to be the first line of defense on Zion. You know, he guarded him, but it was a team effort. We wanted Nurk. Nurk was really good at the basket as well. And Nurk had a great game. You know, I mean, you can't guard this team, Zion Williamson, without having a big body in front of the rim, you know, most of the night. And Nurk did a great job with that. Got 15 boards, 9 assists, get everybody involved on the other end. So really just a great team win, but Book was spectacular, you know, and I very rarely will leave a guy in to play the whole quarter, but a guy at 25, I just, you know, I gave him the choice.
I wanted to follow that up because, you know, he's asked to facilitate, but I thought tonight, you know, it was like, hey, just go make a play, go do something. You don't have to concern yourself with passing. Is that a fair assessment?
No, I mean, it's still, because when they double teamed him, he shared the ball. You know, he was just ultra aggressive looking to score. And, you know, he found enough pockets where there wasn't a double team or the help was late. And he was able to torch these guys. You know, but when the double teams came, he shared it. And then everybody else was getting threes or layups. You know, so, you know, he was really the engine tonight offensively.
And then you mentioned obviously the strategy with Zion having Bradley initially, Grayson us all in there as well. Obviously, Nurk, just maybe speak to how key that all those working together enabled you guys to have that kind of success against.
Yeah, team effort. You know, we knew multiple guys were going to be on him, but it was really about, you know, having a wall at the paint as much as we can. Still at 24 points, but I think we did a great job on him, and he's still at 24. But Eric Gordon as well and Jo. You know, those guys off the bench are probably better matchups than the guys we have in the starting lineup. But you know, Bradley took the challenge on to start the game, and had him throughout. You know, in different stretches. So, you know, credit to him for doing a great job. And then KD's competitive spirit the last 4 or 5 games has just been off the charts. You know, we saw it again tonight, just really battling Brandon Ingram and limiting him the best that we could. But I was happy with the 48 minutes of defense. Right, we had a great fourth quarter last game against Sacramento, but we did not start the game well defensively. In fact, we started very poorly. So, you know, it was a challenge to, you know, play a 48-minute game and have a better defensive disposition, and we started the game with great energy on that side of the ball.
Is this the best defensive effort from start to finish all season?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we've had some good performances, but you know, I think from start to finish for 48 minutes, guys were really locked in. Yeah.
You, I'm sure, noticed scouting that they had made 25 threes in the previous game 2 nights ago. Do you feel like you had a defensive plan that really changed their ability to score from out there, or sometimes they just have a bad shooting night?
A little of both. You know, I mean, they didn't shoot it as well tonight as they did the other night. You know, we watched the game, and but our guys really committed to taking away the paint first, and then multiple effort fly at their shooters. You know, I mean, you got to do both with this team. You know, they're one of the best in the league at hurting you both ways. You know, attacking the rim, and if you overcommit, they're bombing threes, third in the league in three-point field goal percentage. So, you know, credit to our guys for you know, the multiple effort possessions that we had, but they did miss some open ones as well.
What do you feel like you guys did once they started mixing it up? They went to some like a little zone there. What do you feel like you guys were able to do to still score?
Yeah, I mean, well, we have a zone offense that our guys executed, and you know, it didn't slow us down at all.
I mean, in terms of you guys have seen it now, I guess I would say vast majority of games teams have gone to it when you guys have started that way. Is there anything in particular you feel like you guys did against the zone tonight?
No, I mean, we kept it simple. You know, we have a simple action that we go to, and you know, our guys were scoring pretty much at will. We have really 3 different things we look at, and all 3 of them worked. You know what I mean? Not to get into what our overall strategy is, but we do try to keep it simple, and you know, we're effective in all 3 ways.
This might be the closest stadium to where Devin grew up. It's about an hour and 40 minutes east on I-10.
Yep.
Have you found in the course of your career that could be a thing sometimes where guys have sort of a homecoming game and they seem to be locked in?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't know if that's why, Book has had this game and the game he had last year. But I think the big picture, you're asking, have I seen that throughout my career? Yeah, guys typically like to play well, when they're home.
Devin, that was, I noticed the pregame intro after they booed you. I saw you bouncing around him, and I was thinking he could be due for one of those nights, so maybe speak about part of the game and continue.
Just trying to be aggressive from the start. I think this is an important game. This is a team that, one is ahead of us in standings, and two could potentially be a playoff matchup. So just trying to set the tone early, be aggressive, and everybody put me in the right spots. Nurk threw some high-five passes today, and yeah.
What's it like to have it going? Like, I know you've done it numerous times, but having this type of environment, what's it like tonight?
Just like to, whatever it is, just stay there. Don't get distracted by how many you got. Still play the right way and, remain aggressive. But I think we got a lot of open threes off of me being aggressive early and then them starting to double team and pass out of it and get open looks on the backside.
This is the first, you had 2 20-point quarters. You obviously had it in the 70-point game. Did you feel that 70 was in reach for you?
I'll never put it out of reach.
Yeah, obviously closest arena to Moss Point.
Yeah.
Did you have people here?
Oh, yeah. I got 50 folks out there. I'm about to go see them now. So, that's where my main motivation comes. From all my family that's here. And, they drive over every time I play here. And, I like to put on a show for them.
But it must have been really gratifying to know you had it going early with all those people watching. And also just a huge crowd in general.
Yeah, them folks, they've been watching me. They watched me grow up. So, since a kid, and then supported me all the way through to high school. And like you said, this is the closest arena. It's 90 minutes from my high school, and everybody makes the trip.
Did you make any kind of eye contact with them during the game?
After 50, I looked up at my dad, and my grandpa.
What were they
Keep going, keep going.
Did they wave back to you or anything?
Yeah, they see me look up there. They've been sitting in the same place too for the past 9 years.
Here?
Yep.
Same seats here
Yep.
every time.
So you made it a point to make sure that they have those seats in particular.
They're not the best seats, but they're behind the bench, probably like 15 rows up. Yeah.
So Coach Green was kind of talking about how the game went for the Pelicans. They said, you knocked them off their heels early in the game, and they really couldn't make a run after that. Is that kind of how you felt the game went? Or?
After our last game, we were down 20 points in the fourth quarter, and we were fighting an uphill battle the whole game. We eventually won, but we didn't want that to be the case tonight. We just said play at the start of the game how we played the fourth quarter last game, and we'll be in good shape.
You knew Willie was going to try all kind of defenses
Yeah.
to maybe speak to how you guys adjusted each time and be able to still score.
They have a lot of versatility on defense. They have a lot of, multiple long athletic wings that can guard. So, I think it's a good matchup for us. They're big in size too, and like I said, they've been playing good hoops this year. So, I just want to come out and play hard.
Is there one particular shot that you feel like, okay, I'm there, I'm not there tonight?
What was the first one? It's probably I don't know.
But that seems like this annoying. Some of the shots you hit the fadeaways, like falling down. I thought maybe one of those might be the signal for you.
There was a tough one too where you got really nailed for a 3-point play. It was a drop.
Oh yeah. Nah, another. I made those shots before. It's not, just one in particular.
Offensively, we know how much of a juggernaut this team is. But Coach said tonight might have been one of your best defensive performances of the season. Let's talk about how locked in the guys were on that end of the court.
Yeah, that's where, we got to hang our hat on the defense end. We know that. We know we have the firepower to score every night. And, when we're playing our best, it's when we're defending at a high level and playing fast. I think when we defend well like that and get, steals and deflections, that's when we're at our best, playing fast and teams can't match up in transition. We get a lot of easy looks.
That key was it for you specifically tonight, playing fast and getting them before they can get set.
You know, that's how I want to play all the time. But you can't do that if you're not guarding and you're taking the ball out the net every time. So, you know, you have to get a stop first.
Thank you, sir.